man? What's going on, guys? It's Poet Q back with another video, man. Today I'm going to be doing music reviews for a couple artists who submitted their projects to me. I want to start this video with a disclaimer though. Don't take anything I say to heart and feel like, oh, this nigga hating, or you know what I'm saying, he's just trying to down me. None of that shit, bro. Everything I say is really just in hopes that, you know, you grow as an artist, and you don't have to take what I say to heart. Like, at the end of the day, if you feel like maybe what I'm saying is true, then cool. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like it's not, that's cool too. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, music is subjective. You know what I'm saying? What we hear is subjective. So with that being said, man, let's hop right into this shit. So the first project that was submitted to me was Keenan Maxie. It was the project called Rare Expressionism. So right off the bat, you know, I got my little flashcards here, you know what I'm saying, of things that I kind of want to say to each artist about their project. So right off the bat, the mixing was pretty bad, bro. Like, not like in a funny way, but just like you can hear, like, throughout the project, and backseat especially, like, you have that melodic sound that, you know, like a lot of artists want to give off. You know what I'm saying? You have that melodic sound. Just overall, the mixing it makes everything hard, audible wise. Like, I can't really make out certain words. But past that, like, I understand, like, the sound of the project is to be melodic and flow, you know what I'm saying, and flowy, you know what I'm saying. And for me, I caught that, but I can't hear too much of it because it's like the mixing itself is just bad. So that's just something that I feel like needs to be worked on. Outside of that, I think everything else is pretty solid, and I think the features on here are pretty nice. I mean, whoever Drew Pacino is pretty nice. So that's all I really got on that project. I didn't really have anything super crazy. Oh, and definitely make sure that you work on wordplay and subject matter. Very important, very underrated. Definitely some things that need to be worked on. There were certain lines in the project that I felt like maybe didn't fit, that you try to like push in there, and I feel like my English teacher told me something a long time ago. If you're trying to like rhyme or whatever, you know what I'm saying, whether you're following a metronome or not, if it doesn't fit within there, you don't have to force it. Take some words out or add some words in. Make it longer, make it shorter, do whatever you need to do in order to still follow that tempo. Don't try to force some shit into somewhere that like it doesn't belong or doesn't fit, because then it'll end up just sounding bad overall. With that being said, I am moving on to the next project. The next project was by Moonlite. So the thing with this project is it kind of has the same issues as the first project, but I didn't really catch the melodic feels on here. The real issue with this project is, and like, Martin, if you listen to me, this is a real problem. I can't hear shit that's on this project. Like, I can't hear anything, you know what I'm saying? And at first I thought, okay, maybe I blew my speakers because that's the second project, you know what I'm saying, that I couldn't hear anything on. So I plugged my headphones in. And when I plugged my headphones in, which I got some amazing headphones, it sounded worse than it did when I had my playing out my speakers. And the first project, I can kind of make out what's going on, you know what I'm saying? Enough to hear it, understand the flows and stuff. I couldn't make anything out on this project at all. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. So my recommendation, you know what I'm saying, review for the album is just make sure that if you're engineering it or whoever's engineering it, or mixing and mastering it, make sure, you know what I'm saying, that they're doing what they're supposed to do, because it can sound good in the speakers at the moment, because, you know what I'm saying, you listening to raw clippings of the sound, but once you like let it go on platforms, it might not sound the same. One thing that I know the person who mixes my music, engineers and everything, does is they'll listen to the music out of the studio, out of the speakers. If it sounds good on there, it's cool, but then we start using trash headphones. If you can make your music sound good in trash headphones, the quality will sound a lot better on even better quality headphones. So might want to test that theory out, but that was probably one of my biggest problems with that with this project, is just the mixing. The mixing was bad, bro. Moving on to the next artist. This artist's name was Foreign. The project was called In Foreign We Trust. This is a pretty cool project. Some of the standouts for me, if you go check this project out, the standouts for me were Orange Dress and Come and Goes. The only downside to this project, which is a very, very, very melodic project, I would say is that the subject matter was pretty repetitive, and that's something that we gotta watch out for as artists. Like, if we're talking about the same thing too much, it makes it hard to listen to. Like, there's certain artists who can get away with it just because of the fan base that they have, but for artists who are trying to get on, if everything that you sounds the same and that first one isn't a hit, it's gonna come across bad to the listeners because it's like, bro, like you've said this 5,000 times. You know what I'm saying? So why would I want to keep hearing this? So that's my only probably like thing about this project is just a lot of repetitive sounding bars or just sounding schemes in general. But outside of that, I think that it's a really cool project. And again, I really fuck with Orange Dress and Come and Goes. Ooh, we definitely about to talk about this project. This project that I'm about to go to now is by Young Jeter. This project is called Peaks and Valleys 2. So I feel like Peaks and Valleys 2 kind of got like, I don't know if you guys know who Crime Apple is. It kind of has like a Crime Apple vibe to it. I'm starting to realize the more I listen to your singles that you just have more of a slow paced flow. Like, it sounds like you're talking almost. That might be a problem for other people. I don't really care. Like, it's fine with me. Some of the standout tracks on here for me is El Chapin, Palace, Interlude, and Three Strains. Those shits are hard, you know what I'm saying, to me. Whether it's the beat, the lyrics, or whatever, I think those tracks really, really stand out. As far as the project goes, I feel like overall you have like a flex and trap kind of style. I don't really know how to summarize it, but I really, really fuck with what you're doing as far as the music goes, and I can't wait to hear more of your music, man. I think that what you're doing is super, super, super dope, and I think that you're super talented. Another one of my favorite projects that I'm about to get into, the next episode by DSkillz, Harris, and Child Mob. Oh, I said Mob, LOL. Child Mad. My apologies, man. This project was super fucking hard. I actually kind of wrote a lot on this project. I had a lot of thoughts. DSkillz, I talk to you in the stream all the time, so all the shit I'm probably about to say isn't gonna be new. For the most part, Potholes was stupid fucking hard. I love the intro. Just paying homage, whether it's the sample that you use or it's the lyrics that you use. I always fuck with artists giving homage. So the intro alone, you know what I'm saying, sold me. And I think that that's not really spoken of enough. Intros are really important to a project. They're really important to a project because it really sets the tone for what your project is going to be like. And if your intro, the very first song that you play on your project, doesn't connect, it's going to fuck up everything else that you got going for the project. So I think that that it's really important to make sure that you put your best foot forward for that project. But I mean, for that one track, I mean, you should do it for every track, but you guys get what I'm saying. Yeah, so Potholes is super crazy. I fuck with that super hard. The standouts on this project for me, which I have a bunch. I wrote a lot, honestly. I think Potholes sticks out. One Time, My Name Is My Name. Sal's Pizzeria goes crazy, bro. I need a vid for that. Sal's Pizzeria goes crazy, and I need Build Not Destroy. Build Not Destroy was hard too. The wordplay on here is nice. The flow is nice. I think the beat selection is nice. It got that. If you like New York sounds that are kind of grimy-ish, I feel like this is a good project for you. That got that older New York sound. I feel like this might be the project for you, definitely. I feel like, I know it says Flower Garden Freestyle, but what I personally believe is that I felt you could have went a little harder on there, man. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I definitely think that you could have went harder on that song specifically. I don't think that Do What You Want should have made the track list, if I'm being honest with you. Overall, I think it was a good project, but I think for like an artist like starting out, or not even starting out, because I don't know how long you've been doing music. I think me and you might have talked about it a little bit, but I think for someone who isn't that established in the music game, I feel like 16 tracks is a lot of music, bro. Like, I know it doesn't seem like it, but it is. And even though like the song lengths aren't long, 16 songs is a lot to make it through. And I feel like if if you look at a track list for a song, like say you're putting a project together and you're like, I got 16 songs for sure, there's no way, bro. Like, there's only certain artists who could put 16 tracks out and it be complete fire from front to back. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like maybe try to condense it down a little bit would be one of my biggest things. Is definitely try to maybe reduce it a little bit, the track list size. Maybe like, I don't know, 12 is a cool number, even though that still seems like a lot in today's music society. But if you really want to hit like that audience, I would say anywhere from like coming out, if you're not just dropping singles, I would say anywhere from 6 to 8 songs. Any more than that might be a little bit too much to do. But yeah, that's my take on the project. Oh, and Knucklehead was stupid hard too. So definitely give that a listen to. With that being said, moving to the next project. Oh, and the mixing on there was great too, man. The mixing on there was fantastic. An artist named Black Chakra. DSkillz actually put me on the Black Chakra and had me listen to the project. This project is called Crippler Crossface. So, again, off bat, Bruiser Body is a hard fucking intro, and Harley Race is a even harder follow-up song. I think what caught me about this project is 8 songs. It has 8 songs on it only, and I think that's right in the range that you should be in when it comes to I think this might have been his first project. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure. I think this is the first project I've seen on his profile, but I feel like that's the right angle to go if you're not just going single after single. I think overall the project was nice, the mixing was nice, but one of my real critiques about this project is that it's really top heavy. And what I mean by top heavy is like that the first 4 songs, Bruiser Body, Harley Race, Alistair Black, and Cactus Jack, are all fucking nuts. And then like Mr. Perfect, When Little Calls Skit, Golden Lovers, and Bam Bam Bigelow, like, they're cool, but they're like, I feel like when I first heard it, like the first 4, I'm thinking like I'm gonna get that through all 8 songs, and it kind of, the drop off happened at Mr. Perfect and only dropped off more as the project progressed. But outside of that, I think that even with those first 4 songs that you have, like, those songs are fucking nuts. Cactus Jack, Alistair Black, I was talking to DSkillz about this. I couldn't even imagine even really putting that together the way you put it together, or putting Cactus Jack together the way you put it together. So I definitely think as an artist you have mad fucking talent. Like, you can see it, you can see the talent. The talent's definitely fucking there, man. The talent's definitely there. Again, you don't have to put every song that you make on a project. If anything, you can just, sometimes it's best, even if you feel like it could be, maybe just sample it out. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know what I'm saying, see how a couple people feel about it. You know what I'm saying? If it catch it, catch. If it don't, no, it is what it is. Moving on to the next project, that would be, I'm trying to make a noise, but I can't do that. Would be Android number 23. This project is called the EP Room. Really, it's just called Room. It's an EP. So hopping right into that one. I love the intro. The intro is pretty nice. I feel like it set the tone for the whole project. In reality, I feel like what you were going for in the intro and then how the rest of the project toned out, I can see why you might have put that as your first one. I feel like the project overall, it wasn't like really standoutish. I feel like it was kind of like not mediocre, but it didn't have anything that made me go like, oh shit, this is crazy, you know. I think the only standout track for me might have been Shambles. It might have been Shambles, but I love the transition between We Not Linking and Streams. I felt like that was kind of hard. I did feel like it was a little bit underwhelming though. Oh, and this is important. And I don't mean no disrespect when I say it's underwhelming. I just feel like with the tone that was set, the delivery has to be just a little bit better. But what I will say is at the end of, was it Streams? Was that, yeah, okay, so when you do that like that, like the other perspective, like when you change the pitch of your tone and like, you know, use the filter or whatever, you gotta be careful when you're mixing that, because sometimes it's like a little hard to understand. So, and that was one of the issues that I was having when I was listening to the end of streams. When you switch the perspective, it was just a little bit hard to make out what you were saying. But outside of that, I think that the project is, I mean, it's a cool project. It's not like not some shit that I might run back to or fucking leave on replay, but I think overall it was a pretty cool project. And that project was by Android number 23. Moving on, the next project is the Smoking Session Volume 1 by Lil Webb. So right off bat, I'm gonna be honest with you, I hated the intro. I did not care for this intro at all. Like, I hated this intro, and not like, I don't know, it's just, it sound gimmicky, and like it didn't catch. Like, I just didn't like it. I just didn't like it. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't like it. My favorite track on here, and probably a standout, and I think that you should really push, is definitely Pocket Watching. I didn't even realize DSkillz was on here. Pocket Watching is a nice fucking song, bro. That's a nice song. You can put a video to that. That's a nice song, bro. I felt like the rest of the project was pretty straight. Nothing too crazy. I would say for number 5, All Day, be careful with the auto-tune. Just mix it a little bit differently, and I think outside of that, it should be pretty much fine. I don't really have no other beefs with the project outside of the intro. I hated the intro, and I don't really hate a lot of things, but I did not like that intro. I really didn't. I can't lie to y'all. I didn't like that intro at all. That's crazy. Moving on to the next project, we got A.I.R. A.I.R. His project called New Air. It's an album that he dropped 2020. Again, going into this project, I really fuck with the intro of the song. So here's what I would suggest. I know that sometimes we don't want to work with other artists, or sometimes, you know what I'm saying, maybe we can't get other artists to do certain things for us, like vocally. But on track number 2, Turn Face, like, it's not, when you were doing the singing vocals, I feel like you should add auto-tune to it. I feel like that would help it a lot better, because it sounds rough a little bit, I'm not gonna lie, like, to listen to, because it's not like, you know, not saying you have to be Beyonce or fucking Mariah Carey or some shit to do your own vocals. If you got like a Chance the Rapper kind of voice, you know what I'm saying, you can get away with it. But like, I feel like when I listen to Turn Face, and I hear like the melodic efforts to sing, like, it was a little rough, and I can see where like maybe just adding a little bit of auto tune might really take that song a long way. You know, I've talked to you about this before. I really feel like track number 4 is the standout for me. I feel like On My Way is super hard. But I'm not asleep on All My Life either. I feel like those are back-to-back great tracks. And then I wasn't feeling Apostle. Number 8 was a hard track for me. I feel like the mixing was a little rough on there, and I feel like the flow was really forced on there. I felt like you were really trying to make it work, and like I just felt like it really wasn't coming together well. And I don't know. It's probably one of the only tracks that I feel like is really like one of the ones that you can take off. But outside of the standout and the 2 standouts, 4 and 5, the intro, and maybe add some auto tune to Turn Face, I feel like it was a pretty solid project. I revisit On My Way all the time, so it's definitely a standout track for me. Then last but not least, we have H2H. We have a project called Love Deferred. This is really more of a real like mixing project. Like, it's melodic, but it's a lot of singing, and it's a lot of auto tune, but the auto tune needs a lot of work, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then not only just that, I'm listening to the project, and some of the lyrics don't make sense at all, and that's bad. Like, I'll listen to the flow, and I'll be like, okay, cool, and I'm saying, I'm listening to the auto-tune, even though it need work, it's whatever, and I'm not letting it bother me, because I'm trying to get to the point of, you know what I'm saying, of the music. Like, I'm trying to keep a clear mind. I don't want to, like, be biased or anything, so I'm listening to the project, and I'm listening to the lyrics, and it's like, you'll say something, and then you'll try to tie it in with something else, and I'm like, that makes no sense, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just logically doesn't make sense. So be careful what you write, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes it's okay to scratch a verse and go back over and write a whole new verse, or fix the verse that you have. There's no shame in that. I literally do it all the time. There's mad artists who do it all the time. There's nothing bad about it. And then I think my overall consensus of the project is that it just doesn't have an overall polished sound. It just sounds like it's still in that development stage. I feel like a little bit more time definitely could have been spent on mixing and stuff like that. And one of my biggest things to artists is don't feel rushed to put music out. Like, I know that sounds bad, but I feel like at the same time you have mad time to make sure everything is great before you put it out. Like, I promise you, like, the anticipation for the project it's not like a Kendrick. Like, people aren't begging you for the project. Take your time and make sure you hone your skills and really put out something that's gonna attract a lot of attention. The standouts for me were Duh and Reconsider. Reconsider to me sounds really popish, but I feel like it has that sound in the direction that could really like pop. Like, it could really become something. So I would definitely say expand upon that sound. If I had to maybe give a tip out, I would definitely say definitely fuck with that song more. Maybe try to get it better sound wise, and I don't know, maybe even try to give it a couple more takes and see if you can maybe give more energy into it. But I really fuck with Reconsider. And last but not least, I listened to like 2 singles, but the only one that I'm really gonna talk about is Rockstar Baby by King Zesto. This shit is hard, man. This shit is super hard. I ain't gonna play it, but this song right here, oof, did I lose it? Well, I lost it. It's alright though, found it. Yeah, this song is pretty hard, man. I really fuck with this single. I feel like this is something that a lot of 2K players would have a ball having on their stream, and if I were you, I would definitely look into trying to get some of them to use that for the mixtape, because that alone can help you a long way. Because I don't know if you guys noticed, but if you put your songs in different settings, it'll do great just because of the community that's surrounded in. And 2K players love songs like this, so that's probably one of my only things. Piece of advice that I would give. But outside of that, this single is fucking great. With that being said though, I've said like 5,000 times. I'm gonna do a counter one of these days. But yeah, that's all the reviews that I have for this video. That was what, 10 projects? That was 10 projects. Yo, listen, that shit took me hours to get through. But if you fuck with the review that I gave, if you want to support me, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, comment, all that extra shit, share, tell a friend to DM me their music, submit their music. I'm gonna be checking out more music, and I'm gonna be doing more reviews, man, and hopefully you guys with me along the way. So with that being said, thank you. Peace out.